Hello everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and today I am joining along with Mad About mini pads, and we are using mini paper pads, so that means 6x6 or 6x8s or 8x8s, anything that is not the 12x12s. And today I'm creating a Christmas layout. This photo here was Christmas in 2013 and I'm actually going to put it together. I have a authentic Christmas pad and then a pink paisley Christmas pad, and then just another one that I've collected along the way. I'm going to start with my 12x12 base, which we're allowed to have for this hop, and this one is a Kaisercraft paper. It's one of the ones that I have had from a clearance sale where I've had multiples of this copy, and so I'm going to use that as my base today. I'm looking for a mixture of colours and double-sided squares here, which I'm going to mix and match throughout the layout, and build up my base by layering over the top. Now, I did contemplate using those pine cones as a feature on the layout, but then I decided not to and wanted to keep this one pretty clean and simple because it's a single photo. I'm going to go through here and just make sure that I've got another photo that I'd like, and that's about the range that I'm going to use to build my base for this. So I'm just going to start by slicing up all different size pieces of card. There's no actual sizing. Generally I'm using around a 4 or 3.5 inch strip, and I'm just looking at the patterns and looking for the best options for this layout and watching the way that the colours are rolling and then how I can add them to what I want. Then I'm looking for a piece out of that pad again for my photo so that I can lift it up off that busy background, and I decided I'd go with wood grain because that would pick up the colour of the wooden table that we're all sitting at for this Christmas dinner. Now, this was taken, as I said, back in 2013. We were all sitting down for Christmas dinner, and by the looks of it, it was a hot day. We were all in shorts and singlet tops because that's what happens here in Australia on a Christmas. We either have extreme heat or we have a very wet Christmas, or we have a combination of both where we get really, really hot and then we have massive storms. So this day was obviously one of those very hot Christmas days, and we were all inside, and I bet the air conditioner was blaring to keep us all cool that day. So I'm adding in all of these strips just to build up a layered effect and adding lots of pattern in there. As I said, I want it to be complementary. I like how it's coming together with bits and pieces everywhere. I'm using these strips here like banners to tie it, but just to add little interest points around the layout. And you'll see that when I'm ready to start putting it all together, I start fiddling and touching and moving things around just into the final spots where I think that I'd like them to sit on the final layout. So off screen, I'm just cut a few more bits ready to layer up, and I'm about ready to adhere it all into place, but then I think, no, I'm going to add some distressing with that, what's it called? I can't even remember what that one is called. That's my favourite at the moment. It's the smoked one. Oh, well, goodness me. Can't be that favourite. Can't remember the name, but I have to have a look for it. What is that one called? The hickory smoke? No? Oh dear. I'll come back with it. I'll put it down in the bottom if I can remember what it is. Oh, scorched timber. Oh my goodness. Scorched timber, that's what it was. So what I'm also doing now is I'm just cutting it out from the authentic pad and also the pink paisley from their sheets that they have inside with little sentiments and little images about Christmas. And what I want to do is I want to create my 3 little focal points, or my 3 points of interest around the layout with those banners, those running strips holding them in place. So your eye will go around that visual triangle. Now I have got clusters of 2, so I need to find a second one for that bottom one, and I think I just go with some ornaments or a tree down the bottom. I'm not too sure what one I ended up with, but yeah, there, the ornaments. So that ties in nicely. So I have 2 very distinctive Christmassy ones, and then the ornaments tying in. The little tags down the bottom over to the right, I use the red one as a journaling point to talk about when this photo was taken. So that sets up the visual triangle by using those little tags or little images. and that's a very simple layout that looks very effective when it's all together. So anyone who has your scraps left laying around, this is a great layout to do. You can use them up and put them together. Now I do go through my ephemera and I contemplate putting in some trees or some extra pieces into the clusters, but in the end I go to 3 different focal points for these ones, and I thought I had another gold one in that packet, but I must have used it, so I've gone with the black one as well, just to draw your eye around without being too bold or too dramatic with it. So there's how this has come together, and that's taken the sharpness off the points in the background. And then, as I said, I did journal here, so it was our family Christmas dinner in 2013, and that's it. But all I need to add now is some ink splatters, just to add that little bit of extra sparkle to the page. And I'm using Dina Wakley's Gilt, and I just like how that looks on the layout. And I'm just going to also add in the white, just because it is so opaque and it is a bit of a gloss, and when it dries it just looks like snowflakes. Oops, and I do that often, put a big blob on it when I'm not happy and I just forget. See, another one down the bottom, just a big blob. And I just have that tiny little passage down the corner there that I missed. Oh, I haven't got my board, I made a mess with the board, but that's okay. So here's my layout incomplete, nice and simple. It's just layering up those squares. Perfect if you have lots of scraps and you want to pull the scraps together to create a layout. And that's my use of mini pads to pull this layout together. Down below I have a full playlist of all those that played along in December. Not as many as normal, but that's the time of the season. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas. Thank you for watching all the way through, and here's my next recommendation for you. I hope you like this one. Why not follow the next video? Merry Christmas and happy scrapping.